In 1777, the Battle of Bennington, part of the Revolutionary War's Saratoga campaign, is fought on the New York-Vermont border. In the summer of 1777, British General John Burgoyne moved south from Canada. The goal was to seize control of the Hudson River. With Britain's naval blockade already restricting movement by sea, the British hoped this move would isolate New England from the rest of the colonies. Burgoyne's army of about 8,000 was slowed by poor roads, difficult terrain, and obstacles strewn along the route by the colonials. With his supply line stretched thin, Burgoyne had to get creative to replenish his forces. Burgoyne divided his forces and sent a contingent of about 1,000 German, British, and Loyalist troops, led by Lieutenant Colonel Friedrich Baum, to collect horses and supplies in Bennington, Vermont. On August 16th, after a day of non-stop rain, more than 2,000 American militiamen and Continental Army regulars, led by General John Stark and Colonel Seth Warner, attacked Baum about 10 miles from Bennington. Within a short period, the Patriots surround Baum's forces. Baum is himself mortally wounded. The battle continues until nightfall. The British suffer 200 dead and seriously wounded, and another 700 taken prisoner or missing. American casualties total about 70. The engagement contributes to British General John Burgoyne's eventual defeat at Saratoga, which is a turning point in the war. In Paris, Benjamin Franklin is able to use the colonial victory at Saratoga to convince France to enter the war. Of particular interest to me personally is that some of the Battle of Bennington is fought on property owned by my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Hazard Wilcox Sr., a Loyalist who was killed 3 years later in the Battle of Young's House near White Plains, New York. In 1896, gold is discovered on Bonanza Creek in Canada's Yukon Territory, triggering the American West's last great gold rush. That initial discovery is made by a group on a tributary of the Klondike River. Prospectors, known as stampeders, rush to the region, braving harsh conditions and treacherous terrain in search of fortune. About 100,000 set off for the Yukon, but only about 30,000 of them are able to complete the difficult journey. The influx of people spurs rapid economic development and the establishment of new towns and infrastructure in the remote Yukon Territory. After about 3 years, the more accessible gold deposits are exhausted, and the Klondike Gold Rush comes to an end. However, gold mining is still a significant part of the region's economy today, mostly conducted by large corporations on an industrial scale. In 1954, the first issue of Sports Illustrated is published, marking the debut of a magazine that becomes a significant force in American sports journalism through its in-depth reporting and compelling photography. Henry Luce, co-founder of Time Inc., starts the magazine in an effort to diversify the company's products and fill a gap in sports media by offering sophisticated analysis and features beyond the typical game recaps and box scores. The inaugural issue includes a cover featuring Milwaukee Braves baseball player Eddie Matthews. Over the decades, Sports Illustrated chronicles major sports events, from the Olympic Games to Super Bowls, and becomes renowned for its iconic covers and investigative journalism. At its peak, the magazine has a circulation of over 3 million, more than Time or Reader's Digest. Once the standard-bearer for sports journalism, the publication eventually falls on hard times. Impacted by changing technology and poor management decisions, in January 2024, Sports Illustrated announces that it is laying off the majority of its workforce. Its recent struggles notwithstanding, Sports Illustrated has played a pivotal role in the history of journalism.